Three, two, one. Everybody, welcome to That's Weird Stuff, the show where I show. Do you have a question already? Or are you just
I
saying
was waving.
hello? Okay. This is a wave. This is a hands up for question.
That
It's just a
is.
hello.
Okay, we're already off to a strange start to this episode, but this is the show where we start with strange stories. And then we ask these guys aliens or not. So let's get to our story for this week. Lafayette is a small city in the southeastern Colorado. The community started out as a coal town and now boasts a city owned lake and is host to both a peach and wine festival. Very charming. But it may
Is it
also,
peach wine?
they probably have that. We might have to take
Probably.
a field trip out there to see. But it might also have once been host to a vampire.
Oh my god.
And Michael just became interested.
Theodore Fodor Glava was a Transylvania immigrant who settled in the area of Lafayette during the 1918 flu epidemic. Glava was said to have been a tall, thin man with dark hair. When Glava died of the flu, he was buried in a pauper's grave in the local cemetery, and the word Rose was carved on his gravestone. Suspicious of the man, locals dug up the grave to find his teeth were larger than normal, and his fingernails were still growing. It was said that they also found blood near his mouth. Convinced that Glava was a vampire, members of the community drove a stake through his chest and reburied his body. Curiously, an uncommon tree has grown out of Glava's grave, and legend has it that it grew from that stake. To this day, people in the community claim to have seen a mysterious figure walking around town, and some still sprinkle salt around the grave just to be safe. So, gentlemen, Michael, alien or not?
Well, I wouldn't say aliens, and it doesn't sound like vampire to me either, because you describe a tall man with dark hair, and then the name Rose scratched on the grave. It's David Tennant's doctor. It's where he's laid to rest. He's his body in the most recent thing they split. There's two of them. Spoilers for Doctor Who. No one cares. And he's yeah. So he eventually, I guess, dies in Lafayette, whatever the heck he is, and
Colorado.
guess they just the tree though is interesting. Maybe it's some sort of like Time Lordian grave. They make a tree grow out of their body, give back to the planet they're on.
A
I don't
time
know.
tree.
So yeah, so
But
it's a
but he's an alien, right?
that's true. He is an alien. So it is aliens confirmed.
It is aliens
It
this time.
is aliens.
Jared, what do you think? Alien or vampire?
Do we know the type of tree that grew there?
No, I just said it's uncommon for the area.
I'm coming for this planet more like.
It's a coconut tree.
Uh, I also don't think it's a vampire.
No?
No, I think it's a ghoul. I don't know. I'm really struggling on this one. I don't know what it is. It's a tree. It's a tree man. He was a tree man.
It's an ent.
He's an
He was
ent.
part man, part tree.
And
It's
he
an
was
ent- it's an ent moot.
in love with a rose.
And the blood they found by his mouth wasn't blood, it was sap.
in the and then he died and turned into the tree.
That was the tree he was meant to be, Joseph.
Okay.
The tree he was meant to be.
Thomas, what do you think about this story?
Since no one's gonna like say it, I'm just gonna go with vampire. I can't believe you set Michael up for that and he didn't go with
He
vampire.
didn't take
I mean,
it.
they
Like,
gave
what
me
the
a
heck,
tall,
man?
scrawny man with dark hair and the name Rose on it. Like, what do you want from me?
Go for the vampire.
I
all
can't.
You think it's a vampire every other time,
Unless
except
David Tennant got bit by a vampire at some point. Like, I don't know what to tell you,
he
man.
would make a perfect vampire. He's
make a
tall,
great
skinny, and
vampire.
pale.
Done
Like,
exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
sorry, but how did you not take vampire?
Has he ever played a vampire in anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, interesting.
He
Someone
was
put that man in a vampire movie.
He was the purple man. Kind of like a vampire.
Can't believe it. Can't believe it didn't take vampire. It's a vampire. It's a vampire.
I'm gonna say it was just a sad immigrant that people were afraid of.
Because
Even
you poor
worse.
guy.
And the fingernails keep growing is because when you die, your fingernails get all long because your skin recedes, and that's why your fingernails grow. But the tree growing out of them is maybe there was something with the stake. It's the special stake tree that grew out. That's the part that's like the most bizarre
There's a
part of
seed in it.
this. The most bizarre part of the story is that freaking stake and a tree growing out. Because I don't think you see that a lot in cemeteries. So not kept ones. All right. So that's our story for this week. Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more stuff weird stuff to come. And we will see you next time. Bye.